Hey, English learners. Welcome back to the English Leap podcast, your cozy place to learn easy English through real-life conversations. I'm Anna.
And I'm Jake. We're so happy you're here with us today.
And today, we're talking about something that almost everyone does, but very few people want to admit.
Yes, something that happens in the morning before you even get out of bed, during meals, in the middle of conversations, even in the bathroom.
Oh no, Jake, not the bathroom confession.
What? It's true. And you know it's true because you do it too.
Okay, fine. Yes, we're talking about our phones.
Exactly. That little screen that somehow became the first thing we look at in the morning and the last thing we see at night.
And honestly, it's a strange relationship, isn't it? Because phones are incredible. They connect us, help us, entertain us, inform us.
Right, but somewhere along the way, checking became constant, helpful became heavy, and connection started feeling a little bit like a trap.
Yes, because how many times do you pick up your phone just for a second, and then suddenly 20 minutes are gone?
Too many times, way too many times.
And the strange part is, you often don't even remember what you looked at.
Exactly. It's like your hand moved, your eye scrolled, but your brain wasn't really there.
So today, we want to talk about that, not in a throw your phone away kind of way.
Right. We're not going to tell you to live in a cave.
But we do want to explore why phones pull us in so strongly, what it's doing to our attention, our relationships, and our peace.
And of course, because this is the English Leap podcast, we're doing all of this through natural, clear, beautiful English.
This is a B2 level episode, so the language will be rich, expressive, and very real.
Yes, so don't worry if you don't catch every word. Just stay with us, listen for the feeling, and let your English grow naturally.
And later in the episode, we'll explore some powerful words and expressions together.
So stay with us for that too.
And before we begin, if you enjoy learning English through honest, meaningful conversations like this, please like the episode, subscribe to the channel, and join the English Leap family.
And today, we'd really love to hear from you.
How many times do you check your phone in a day? And be honest.
You can share a number or just tell us how you feel about your phone use. We always love reading your thoughts.
Because sometimes the first step to changing a habit is simply noticing it.
All right.
Let's begin.
Okay, confession time. This morning I woke up and before I even opened my eyes fully, my hand was already reaching for my phone.
Jake, that's actually very sad.
I know, but it felt automatic, like my hand has its own morning routine now.
And that's the scary part, isn't it? It's not always a choice anymore. It's a reflex.
Exactly, a reflex. Your body just does it without thinking.
And I think that's where a lot of people are right now. They're not consciously deciding to check their phone 50, 80, 100 times a day.
Right, they're just responding to a pull they can't quite name.
And that pull is very real because phones are designed to pull you in.
Yes, the colors, the sounds, the little red circles, the infinite scroll, everything is built to grab your attention and keep it.
And the companies behind these apps, they know exactly what they're doing.
Oh, absolutely. There are entire teams whose job is to make the app as addictive as possible.
So when people say, I just can't stop scrolling, they're not weak. They're just human.
Exactly. You're not fighting your own laziness. You're fighting billion-dollar psychology.
And I think this is where people often feel trapped.
Right. Trapped means stuck in a situation you can't easily escape.
Because you know it's too much. You feel it. But stopping feels almost impossible.
Yes, and then guilt comes in.
Oh yes, the guilt. Why can't I just put it down? What's wrong with me?
But maybe the better question is not what's wrong with me. Maybe it's what is this thing doing to me?
That's a powerful shift because suddenly it's not about shame. It's about awareness.
Exactly. And once you start paying attention, you notice some very uncomfortable truths.
Like
how often you're not actually present, even when your body is in the room.
Oof, that one hurts.
But it's true. You're sitting with family, but your mind is in a comment section somewhere.
Or you're eating a meal, but you're also watching, scrolling, reading.
So the meal becomes background noise.
And this is where people start to drift.
Yes, drift means to move without clear direction or intention.
You're physically here, but mentally scattered across 10 different places.
And over time, that becomes the norm.
Which is so sad because life is happening right in front of you, but you're only half in it.
Exactly. And then people wonder why they feel disconnected, even when they're surrounded by people.
Right, because real connection requires full presence, and the phone constantly fractures that presence.
Fractures, beautiful word. It means to break into pieces.
Yes, your attention gets fractured. One part is here, one part is there, and nothing gets your whole self.
So conversations feel shallow.
Meals feel rushed.
Moments feel forgettable.
And I think a lot of people feel this, but they don't know how to name it.
So they just keep scrolling, hoping the next thing will finally satisfy them.
But it never does.
Because the phone doesn't give, it takes.
Wow, that's heavy, Anna. But true, it takes your time, your attention, your calm, your presence.
And it gives you, what? A few seconds of distraction?
Exactly. And then you need more and more and more.
It's a cycle.
And cycles are hard to break, especially when everyone around you is also stuck in the same one.
Right. If everyone is on their phone at dinner, it feels normal.
But normal doesn't always mean healthy.
No, sometimes normal just means common.
So maybe the real question is, do you want to live like everyone else, or do you want to live awake?
Awake. I love that. Not just alive, but awake.
Yes, noticing, choosing, feeling.
And that brings us to something important.
What's that?
The difference between using your phone and letting your phone use you.
Oh, that's good.
Because the phone itself isn't evil, it's a tool.
Right. The problem is when the tool starts controlling the person.
Exactly. So maybe the goal isn't to hate your phone.
It's to reclaim your relationship with it.
Yes, reclaim. To take back something that was lost.
And for a lot of people, what was lost was freedom.
Freedom to be bored.
Freedom to think.
Freedom to just sit and do nothing without feeling guilty or empty.
And that's something our parents and grandparents had naturally.
Right. They didn't need an app to give them permission to rest.
But now, rest without a screen feels almost uncomfortable.
Because we've trained our brains to expect constant input.
And when the input stops, the brain panics.
Yes, and that panic makes you reach for the phone again.
So the cycle continues.
Unless you deliberately break it.
And breaking it doesn't mean perfection.
No, it just means small, conscious steps.
Like putting your phone in another room while you eat.
Or turning off notifications that don't actually matter.
Or setting 1 hour a day where the phone stays completely silent.
These sound like tiny things.
But tiny things done consistently create big shifts.
Exactly, because the opposite of addiction isn't perfection.
It's intention.
Beautiful.
So the takeaway is this. You don't need to throw your phone away.
You just need to stop letting your phone throw your life away.
Slowly, gently, consciously.
And that's how real freedom starts.
And honestly, we used some really good words while talking about all of this.
We did, so this feels like the perfect moment to slow down and look at some of them together.
Yes, because sometimes the best way to really remember new English is to hear it in a real conversation first and then slow down and look at it more closely.
Exactly. That way the words don't feel random. They feel connected to real life, real feelings, and real situations.
So let's start with a strong word from today's episode, reflex.
A reflex is an automatic reaction. You don't think about it. Your body just does it.
For example, checking his phone became a reflex. He didn't even realize he was doing it.
Or she reached for her phone by reflex, even though she had nothing to check.
Repeat, reflex.
Reflex.
Next, a very useful word, trapped.
Trapped means stuck in a situation you can't easily escape.
For example, he felt trapped by his phone habits but didn't know how to stop.
Or many people feel trapped in the cycle of constant scrolling.
Repeat, trapped.
Trapped.
Next, drift.
Drift means to move without clear direction or intention.
For example, without realizing it, her attention started to drift during the conversation.
Or it's easy to drift through the evening when you're distracted by your phone.
Repeat, drift.
Drift.
Now a beautiful one, fracture.
Fracture means to break something into pieces.
For example, constant notifications fracture your focus throughout the day.
Or his attention was fractured between the screen and the people around him.
Repeat, fracture.
Fracture.
Next, reclaim.
Reclaim means to take back something that was lost or taken away.
For example, she decided to reclaim her mornings by not checking her phone first thing.
Or it's time to reclaim your attention from apps that don't serve you.
Repeat, reclaim.
Reclaim.
And finally, intention.
Intention means doing something on purpose with awareness and choice.
For example, she used her phone with intention, not out of habit.
Or the goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is to act with intention.
Repeat, intention.